So I already scaled in, so here's the scale you drive over, and you walk inside, they'll weigh your truck. Then down the road a little bit I go is where I drop off. Once you drop off the CA room, you're gonna come back and scale out. They'll give you a ticket of the difference, and that's what you get paid on. So tractor died on Gar. We will reset, go to start it. All right, so we got a long day going right now. Right now we are dead on the side of Gar Road. We are heading out to get some orchards mowed. We got that problem going on the electronical system, so something the ignition switch. So I got that fuse switched as it kept blowing fuses for the ignition. Got this fuse saver on, 20 amp. We'll reset it, go to start it, and it blows the fuse. So, may be here for a minute. We're just gonna tow it. And we're just towing it back. So I got a bunch of the choppers moved around. My tractor that I got at the beginning of this spring is broke again. So it had a flat tire this morning, got that changed. Green Mark's gonna come get that in the morning. So I took the 8-foot chopper off, put it onto the GL, went for the first pass. I thought I was above the drip tape. I wasn't. I sucked an entire row. So we got half it cleaned out. At least I got that side of the chopper cleaned out. So we're gonna get this side cleaned out now. And we should have no more trucks coming tonight. All right, it's all cleaned out. So now, close up all the bars. We're kind of coming to the end of the season, but we're right beginning into the next season where prep needs to start to happen. So right now, this road, we had all redone. Our bulldozer and excavator company, Knuth's. Ryan's been out here working. We just finished this bin pad. He knocked this out yesterday. So this is just a gravel pad for us to put our wood bins on. And then over here we'll put plastics. We have a pad in the back that hold plastics. So we have the pad at the front of the farm. And we gotta figure out something to do with this dirt. So back to this drive, we got all this smoothed out. So this is nice and smooth for semis to go up and down. Everything's picked, everything's harvested, everything's hauled. We got some farmers markets left, the home stand's open, and we're gonna start cleaning up. We're gonna run down to the Walker's produce auction today. We're gonna run some apples down for some of the Amish down there. And when we get back, we'll probably start piecing apart some of them sprayers. So we got the stand moved inside now as it gets colder. Just a lot easier to manage. And tonight, me and the wife need to start packing apples up for market for the weekend. So the Monday market's done. We just have the weekend market to go. But we got all the varieties here. If you guys need anything, this is gonna be open through Thanksgiving. If you're a local, anywhere near Berrien Springs, Michigan. My light broke in here. I gotta figure that out. But gonna get an idea of what I got left. Got some honeys left up there, some reds, I think some Shizukas, Fuji's Cameo, some Jonathans. This is some stuff we already have packed up. Some more Shizukas, a lot of Evercrisp. Some Galas, a Golden, some more honeys. And this is just our little market cooler, so it's for anything packed or anything for market or the stand goes to. Some green beans ready for market. So we'll probably snag some of these honeys and these other varieties and take some of these down to the Amish market. All right, we took some of them apples down to the auction. Didn't really stay for any pumpkins or anything. I got the 5525 and the old PTO sprayer. We're gonna get this winterized. So a big part of that is crop oil. I'm gonna put crop oil in here, run it through both nozzle bodies, 50-gallon breaker and 100-gallon breaker. That coats all of the inside of these lines. Just kind of protects them, plus it goes over the steel. It's kind of nice for that too. Then like normal, we'll get all this drained into a pit and collect all this so we can get rid of all the waste that's in this tank, or I'll try and spray it all out to minimize how much I have to get rid of later next year. And then we will piece this thing apart, take off all the pressure gauges, and stick it away in the barn. The spray shed is actually not too messy this year, so we'll get some of this stuff cleaned up, put away, and off to it. We do have all the orchards already mowed, but we do have to come back and weed spray those yet, so not all the field work's done. All right, got the crop oil put in the next one. Let it kind of mix in a little bit. We're gonna spray it out. Now we're just gonna let that oil coat through all the lines and run for a while. Then we're gonna switch the nozzle bodies around to the 100 gallon per acre side. Do the same thing, and then we can set the piece of this sprayer apart. So the wind just picked up, but we were doing some fall burn down. Some of these young apples. A beautiful start to the morning. Somewhere this pin fell out. And I can't find it in the grass. I'm sure it's somewhere in here. But I called up and Dad's gonna bring another pin real quick and get this thing back moving. So the other two sprayers are done. This one's the battery powered. So the engine driven sprayer hasn't really been used since sometime midsummer. So I need to winterize this one, trying to sell it. So if any of you guys need an engine driven sprayer, this one is for sale. This one's super easy to winterize and take apart. Not sure if I'm gonna do it tonight yet, but it's really just a couple hoses back here. That plug on the bottom of that tank over here. I take off these hoses, take off this hose, open that line up fully, take this inline filter, I'll pull that out, and then on that side that main filter, and that's it. But we're gonna get this thing jumped and hopefully get going. Alright, so we just got the weed sprayer back plumbed in. This is all tight. Thing's pretty simple, thankfully. So this thing is ready to rock and roll. I gotta clean up our mess. Last marker of the season. Why split hell out by a 10 screw? Alright guys, we are back and it is a windy day, and today we are out mouse baiting. A lot of people probably wondering what is mouse baiting and why we are mouse baiting. So it's actually like a little granular pellets, you can see right here, that we throw in between the trees. And so the mice are gonna run kind of down these rows like a lane, and as they eat that, yes, it poisons them. The reason for that is they will actually girdle these trees. They'll eat around that rootstock and it'll actually kill all these trees. A lot of guys, I've seen whole orchards wiped out, or a lot of death. So that's also why we were in here the other day weed spraying, to clean this cover. The less cover there is, usually the less damage. It doesn't leave a home for them. You have a lot of grass like right here that kind of lays down, that makes a home for them, and those were the trees that you can usually get damaged. So I try and throw pellets every so often, but I try and specifically throw it when I see a lot of grass around these. And hopefully in the spring we come back out here, we don't have a lot of damage. So we got the brownie brought back down here by the shop today. And this hydraulic cylinder I think is leaking, but I'm not really gonna worry about that because it's not too bad. But some mice screwed around here, so I'm trying to get this blown out. Everything starts, everything's out. Put some more ATF in it. Get an oil change, hydraulic filter change. Make sure this thing's ready for the winter.